Hey everyone, do you want to master counterbaiting like this? Or like this? Well, today I will be showing you the best variations of counterbaiting, as well as when to use it, and tips and tricks to help you. Now, as usual, without any more yapping, let's get into how to master counterbaiting. Before learning the tactics on counterbaiting, you first need to learn some baits you can use. Assuming you already know what a counterbait is, here are some very simple but effective counterbaits. I would recommend to first practice these counterbaits on your friends. After you think you're getting better, you can eventually play ranked. But how exactly do you get better, besides already knowing baits you can use? Lucky for you, Rain is here to tell you. First and foremost, and this may seem obvious, make sure the opponent is using one of these 4 movesets: Garo, Atomic, KJ, or Metal Bat. Keep in mind that the only way to counterbait someone with Metal Bat is if they have ult, since the death blow is a counter move. There are not many tips about how to master counterbait, but the tips that do exist are crucial if you want to consistently pull off counterbaits. Tip 1. Since the counter isn't something you can use anytime and there are cooldowns, you should know how long it takes for each counter to cool down. Garo's cooldown is 17.8 seconds. Atomic's cooldown is also around 17.8 seconds. KJ's cooldown is 22.4 seconds. However, Metal Bat's counter, Death Blow, can only be used once per ultimate. So if you want to counterbait someone with Metal Bat, make sure they haven't used it yet. For the counters that do have cooldowns, I wouldn't say count to 17 or count to 22, just make sure it's been more than 23 seconds or so since they countered. Then you can counterbait the opponent. Tip 2. Don't try to counterbait every chance that you get. If all you do is counterbait the whole fight, the opponent won't fall for your counterbaits anymore. I would say either start with a counterbait or end with a counterbait. If you start with a counterbait, the opponent won't expect it. If you end with a counterbait and didn't do it the whole fight, they won't expect it either. Tip 3. Before counterbaiting, pay attention to the opponent's play style. If the opponent is a counter spammer, you should probably counterbait. If the opponent isn't really a counter user, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to counterbait so much. Make sure you watch the play style of the opponent for at least a couple minutes. Combine everything I just taught you and you will be a master counterbaiter in no time. That's it for this video. See you guys in the next one. And Rain out.